Ian, you wanted a positive start to the season. You've got a victory at Inverness, 3 points. You must be delighted.
Well, something we certainly spoke about in the weeks leading up to it, that we should have no fear of coming to places like this, and we have to be better away from home. But no, I thought today was, in many aspects, was very, very pleasing. The shape was good. It was difficult for them to find little spaces, little pockets that they feed off. Certainly no space in behind for them, and worked well, really well as a team.
First half in particular, your team were excellent. You were creating chances, you were restricting them to nothing. You must have been so delighted with the way your team started.
Yeah, then you start to think about concentration levels when a game is I wouldn't say it was easy, but making sure that there were no threat, and pot shots from outside the box were limited to them, and balls coming into the box which the goalkeeper went and dealt with. You always fear that you can switch off a little bit, and that was what we were trying to get across to the players, but they dealt with it well. Even when we were getting tired, as you start to fatigue, as we will do in this first month, you'll find games will start to slow down in the latter periods, but we maintained that concentration, which was great for a coach to see.
You sign strikers and you hope that they go off the mark really quickly. Wes Fletcher scored 2 in pre-season, very similar, and they get another one today off the goalkeeper. Yeah. You must be delighted that he's managed to go off the mark so quickly. Yeah,
a striker's instinct, always follow things in, and the 3 goals that he's got for the club, 2 in pre-season, like you say, have been identical. But they love to get off the mark, don't they, for a season, and he did it within 3 or 4 minutes, was it, which gave us a real good platform, and one that we thought we could go and build upon, because it was, we were making chances, we were asking questions of the keeper, and Scotty's disappointed with his penalty, but look, the keeper guessed the right way and he made a good save, so that's all you can ask for from a penalty taker. But we could be more ruthless in the final third of the pitch, and we'll get that for definite.
The game almost had some hallmarks of the Rangers playoff game, that you almost sucked Cali in at times, then hit them on the counter to create those chances, and as you say, on another day, particularly going into half time, we could have been 2 or 3-0 ahead. It's
a style of play that we're certainly comfortable with. We don't mind allowing the opposition to have possession in their own half, where generally they shouldn't hurt you. If the back 4 are concentrating, you've got your distances right between the units, then you do limit them to playing longer balls, or they risk losing the ball when they play it into little pockets, and we stifled them in that respect, and it did give us a chance to go and break. And when we've got the pace that we've got going forward, and we'll get better in that respect, then we can go and hurt teams.
Yeah, you're right to mention the defence. No attempts on target for Inverness today. That must be almost as pleasing as a win for you.
Yeah, listen, they're a good side. They've got good players, and we can come away from here in the knowledge that we have restricted them to long range efforts, and they'll go and hurt teams here. It's a big pitch. It's a pitch that they did very well on last season and took teams apart. So no, pleased with what we've started with, but no one's getting carried away. We've got things that we need to improve upon, and will do, and that takes hard work.
Another aspect of the defence is obviously goalkeeping. Conor Ripley comes in yesterday. It was a bit of a brave and bold choice for you to throw him straight in there. That could have worked against you had the game not went well. But he proved his worth. Very commanding within that area.
You're never too sure on the mentality of players coming in, and you have to get to know them a little bit. But I saw within that first 24 hours that he's a confident lad. He's a boy that's not going to be fazed by too much. For me, he's very similar to George Long. He's commanding of the box, and his commanding of his back 4 is very good, and he's ready to step up into that first team level, and this will test him. It's a new level for him, and but today was a very reassuring start for him, and one that he can be pleased with.
One sour note of the game, the only one really from our point of view, was Stephen Pearson not reappearing for the second half. Is there any early assessment on him?
It wasn't right to come out for the second half too early to make any assumptions what it might be, but he took a whack on the shin to shin as it was, but he just felt a bit of soreness around his knee area as well. So we've got to make sure that we get to the bottom of that as soon as possible, but we certainly weren't going to risk him. He's a massive part for this football club to play, and but Jack Leach came in and did well, and bodes well for the future of that area as well.
Ian, well done.
Thanks very much.